most, you're in Shelby County, I'm assuming, is that right? Okay, so I've worked Memphis, I've worked everywhere doing this, but to legally represent insurance in the state of Tennessee, you do have to have the license. The good news is it's simple to get, and we can teach you how to do it. And it's cheap license to get. I think here in the state of Tennessee, it's about 180 bucks. Yeah, but we teach you through that process. And I've got some real good ladies here in Tennessee that would be some of your trainers if you did decide to look at this. And, just for street cred, I'll just teach you. Jordan Gillum's one of them. She made 128,000 with us last year, and she averaged about 8 to 10 appointments a week. And so those are some of the people that I would introduce you to. They would train you. But like I said, if it's something you want to look at, I loved your background in car sales, because it's like, if you can do car sales and put that amount of hours into it, this would be easy from a conceptual standpoint, because it's not near as many hours. Does that make sense? So, but that's some people I could introduce you to and see if it might be a good fit, if you want to, revisit this. Okay. Okay. Well, I want to, if this works for you, I'll have Jordan Gillum reach out to you. She can give you a call in between her appointments today and just see if you can ask her some questions. And like I said, she's worked here in Tennessee. She's been with the company. It'll be 4 years this November. But she started with us with no experience in insurance or anything, but you could get her perspective and see if it might be a better fit for you, right? Okay, so I'll do that. I'll have her reach out to you, and we'll go from there. And she doesn't get you directly. She'll just leave you a voice message. All right, Jessica, have a good one. See you. Bye. Hey, Miss Tina.
I just took them out there.
How did school go?
It was good, but I had to take him and drop him off this morning. I'm a hot mess. Need like a shot of something.
You mean go get you a bourbon or tequila? Is that what you need? Oh.
He was so nervous. He was so scared. Oh my gosh.
He's visited before, hasn't he?
Yes. But it's just, I guess it's just all of it.
Right. Yeah.
He's not anxious anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, you said he's been anxious about it. So I think the more he faces that fear, though, the more it'll be better.
And I was really good till he got out of the car.
Oh, good. So you were strong for him while he was there? Was you strong for him while he was there? All right. We're good.
I went over to DG and cried.
Well, and then you went and got the cat some sympathy.
Some cat treats. Some catnip.
I got crazy cat lady in the office with me, is what you're saying, right?
I put something in front of my window, in front of Bill's window.
Ah, cool.
He likes to be.
You may ought to call Bill and tell him, say, hey, come visit our cat.
You have an office cat. Bill, come to work.
Say, hey, buddy, we got the cat.
Oh, Bobby texted me some people came.
Okay. All right. Just make sure I don't call him.
Val has emailed that he doesn't want any more leads than 12. And I don't know what we've decided to give him. But
Okay.
The 11:30 and 11:45 canceled through email.
Okay, 11:30.
And 11:45.
11:30.
Oh, we need to know which 11:30ers. She had 2 scheduled, I think.
Well, there's 2 11:45s actually. Here's the 11:30, so you just need to throw it away.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You just hand me back. There's those 2, and you just hand them back when you got them.
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Hello, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Hey, this is Chris Cook over here at Symmetry Financial. How are you?
Hi, Chris. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Anthony, my office had set me up with a brief interview with you this morning. Got a few minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Anthony, I'm looking over your paperwork. I've got you, it says you're in Hendersonville. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And it says currently working district manager over at is it rallies?
Yeah, Checkers, Rallies, it's the same thing. They're
Okay.
Actually, the company's called Checkers and Rallies Drive-In Restaurants.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was thinking that was a restaurant. Awesome. So how long you been doing
Yeah.
that, Anthony?
A little bit under a year right now. When I got recruited by a former VP at Papa John's that I worked with for a while, and right about a month after I came aboard, he got let go, and then then we had a whole bunch of positional changes, and my new boss, you know, it was a new boss situation, and then about 2 weeks after that happened, I got an Indeed alert that said basically that they were hiring for my position. And so long story short is they're probably going to sell the market to a franchisee. It was a corporate acquisition, and then it's going to leave me out in the dark probably. So I'm, I was looking into Symmetry about this time last year, maybe right before I decided to join Checkers.
Yeah.
And I decided, let's give this a go and see what I can make of it.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Well, I've worked here in Tennessee for 6.5 years with Symmetry. I can tell you, it's a plan. If you follow the plan that I'm going to lay out for you today, the good part is it certainly will pay you back 12-fold, right?
Right.
So it says you're currently making around 90,000. It says you're wanting to start out part-time and then transition into full, I guess, while you're at your current position. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then Anthony, it says 100K plus a year type of income is what you're looking for. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Love it. Okay. So you said you looked into Symmetry before. So, so it sounds like to me, you went through an interview process. So pretty much everything about what we do, I'm assuming. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think the holdup last time was I wasn't comfortable with whoever I spoke with as far as how the warm leads are generated.
Okay.
And what's, and then there were some reviews that were conflicting as far as, what kind of distance travel is, am I looking at for a sit down appointment and those kind of things. And,
okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, good deal. Well, hopefully I can clarify, some of that confusion for you. If you've got a pen and a notepad, what I'm going to do, Anthony, is reverse engineer what first year looks for you. I know you're looking at part-time, so I'm just going to cover part-time numbers for you because you're looking for part-time initially. And if that's the case, I'm just going to cover that today, not to add any confusion to it. And then we can figure out the numbers for the full from that. Fair enough?
Sure.
Okay. So, all right. So you got the concept, what we do, the particular business, and just write down my name so you know who I am at the office, Anthony. It's Chris, and my last name is Cook. It's COOK without an E. And what we're doing right now is a very simple concept: mortgage protection insurance. What that is, Anthony, and I'm just going to go through this real quick. Husband or wife, spouse were to pass away, what our insurance coverage does is pay off the home for the existing family member.
All right.
If one of them becomes sick, disabled, can't go to work, it's designed to pay the monthly mortgage payment.
Okay. And is that the only product?
No. We have a myriad of products outside of it. It's just that's our in the door product. It's what people are requesting coverage from us initially. Fair enough?
Got you. Okay. Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
So that way our Hedgehog concept, what our simple concept is of what we do, right? So that's that. What attracts a lot of people, Anthony, to our company, and probably why you looked at it last year, is how we do it. Symmetry sends a form out to anybody that refinances, mortgages a home loan. The people that take the time, fill out those forms, send it back into our offices requesting coverage, that's the people that you and we call up those families, set appointments with those families, go out and help those families apply for coverage.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. So very simple on that right there, right?
Now, is there any other way for, is there any other avenue for those warm leads, or is that primarily the only advertisement other than just basic prospecting and networking?
No, keep in mind, you're not prospecting or networking. It's the people. Symmetry sends a form out to anybody that refinances or mortgages a home loan. So the people that take the time to fill those out and send them back into Symmetry, that's the people that you and I help. You don't network or prospect.
Okay. That's simple, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not networking or prospecting. Certainly you can if you want to, but it's not necessary. I've been here 6.5 years and I've not networked or prospect for anybody that I've written a policy on. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving you my example. I don't know if it's a great example, but it's just my example. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but that's that part, Anthony. The next part is going to teach you how the income works. Good news is each application pays you on average about $550 in advance commission. So just bullet point that so you know what each app's going to average paying you. Okay. Some will pay you less, some will pay you a little more. Your average is going to be $550.
All right.
Okay. And next part is just teaching you the numbers for a part-time perspective. What we do, we know the numbers just like you know your numbers at your restaurant, what you have, capital per the food you order and the capital for everything else. We know also this is a very scientific business. Every 8 appointments part-time take you about 10 to 12 hours a week total to do this. 8 appointments a week part-time equals 2 to 4 applications a week. And that's a net income beyond expenses of anywhere between $700 to $1,000 a week, as long as you consistently run those 8 appointments a week. Key point to note right now is because of COVID-19, we're running 90% of our appointments on Zoom session.
Oh, wow.
So you're not having to have drive time anymore. You can run those Zoom sessions directly from your home.
Okay.
As long as you've got a little office set up at your home or whatever, just something with a good background, I would say is certainly what we utilize. But so we run those via Zoom, so you don't have the drive time now, so you can ask those medical questions directly to those families that way. So that's that portion of it. So 8 appointments a week is the crucial part of that. Circle that, highlight it, because if you're wanting to be successful consistently, Anthony, in this business, that's what I would say would lend you to success, right?
Okay.
My top part-timer last year made $60,000 with us while he was finishing up his school in college.
Sweet.
Yeah. So the good part is we've got great examples of that working and working very well, as long as they consistently run 8 appointments a week. The next part is going to teach you overhead. Overhead in this type of industry, which I've already factored into your stuff, is your leads. Leads cost us money as a company to invest in, just like it cost our individual agents money to invest in. You would start out on the same ones I started out on here in Tennessee, to the bonus leads. They're anywhere, Anthony, between $8 a piece down to 50 cents a piece. Price difference in those, really one thing and one thing only. It's simply how long ago a client filled out a form sending in requesting coverage. Longer ago the client requested coverage, simply the cheaper the lead.
Okay. And so initially starting out of the gate, I would have to pay per lead?
Well, you go in and you purchase the leads online, because it's an online opt ordering system. So as a licensed agent with a company, you'll have access to a lead management system, which brings up the state map of Tennessee, and you'll see all the counties that people requested coverage. You go in and you choose the people that you're looking to help the next day, and you go out and you purchase those leads right then, you pay for those leads, and then you set them up for the next day. Then you go run those appointments. Is the way that works. So we don't send you leads or charge you for leads. You go in and purchase the leads yourself.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you take the amount you want based on the amount of production you're looking to do. And then whatever you sell from those leads, that's your profit. And the profit that I mentioned on that part-time, that was profit beyond lead costs. So you'd be making $700 to $1,000 a week part-time, as long as you ran 8 appointments a week, net beyond lead expenses. I want to be clear with that. That means we've already factored in leads.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, and that's the concept there. That prevents us from having to cold call or prospect, which for people that are a good fit for Symmetry, that's what they get. They're okay with paying for leads because they'd rather do that than go out and call 400 people to find one person that wants it.
Right.
You with me? So I'm saying, Anthony, the reason I'm emphasizing this point is if that's not a fit for you, Symmetry is not a fit for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to make that clear. but if that is a fit for you, I can proceed further and continue.
Yeah, so it's basically I would be my own business owner selling your product, and my advertising expense would be buying my own leads, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at it that way.
Yeah.
And the good part is, just like me, it gave me the opportunity to make my business as big as I wanted or as small as I wanted based on what I did.
Sure.
And so the good part is, I left a position making over $100K a year to come here. So it had to be worth over $100,000 a year. And I've been doing this
Right.
6.5 years. So my big thing is, if you're willing to follow that, I know I can teach you to consistently make above whatever you want to make. You just got to bring the work from your end where you're willing to run the X amount of appointments to equal your results that you're looking for.
Okay. And it sounds like, so I would actually be selective of how far I want to travel before I actually secure the appointment, right?
You're not traveling anywhere. We're running them via Zoom.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So, and do you foresee, even when this whole crazy world kind of settles down, that's one of the side benefits that'll continue?
Yes, I absolutely do. I think it'll be twofold. I think you'll have a certain set of clients that you may want to go meet in person, and you'll have a certain set of clients. More of them will be, it's just like online banking. It's like, man, back in the day, you couldn't get anybody to do online banking. And now everybody accepts it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so I just think it's one of those concepts that have now been integrated that really you're not putting the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
So I think some of my agents will never run another in-person appointment again because just because they realize the ease of being able to do it. And some of them, I think, will run some in person. It's just what they feel most comfortable with. But I really think for the people in the future, then they're really buying into that concept.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's via Zoom. So you still get the engagement of the client because they see you and you see them.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I would say with that, Anthony. The next part is you have to be legal to work with our company. You have to have a life health license, insurance license, state of Tennessee. Same thing I got. Good news is Tennessee is a cheap state to get a license, about $180 total to get a license in this state. Okay.
Okay.
And also on that right there, you can do it quickly. I was working a full-time job when I interviewed for this back in the day. And it took me 6 days start to finish to go get my license. So if it's something you want to do quickly, because it sounds like certainly you're up against a time frame with your position, then I'm just going to recommend you follow what my secretary is going to teach you and you get it done inside of about a week.
Okay.
Okay. And we can teach you that. Like I said, pretty easy to do. You just study a couple hours a day around your business and you can go out and get that started and get it rolling. So that's part of the concept. Long term, you can do what I've done. I've started out here as a personal producer, and then I built my own agency. And been blessed. I've had another business partner build his own agency, and I've got several other people in the process of building their own agency. So you have a chance to make your business bigger if you want to. You don't have to. None of that you have to do to create the current income you need to make. But if you want, something bigger than that down the road, you can certainly do that and own your own portion of the business.
Okay.
Yep. So that's all I wanted to cover on my end right now, Anthony. What's some other questions you got for me?
So how do I get this information on how to get licensed?
I'm just going to patch you through step one. If this is a fit for you right now, I'm going to patch you through to Tina Freeman. She's going to coach you on what you need to do next, and then she'll send you application paperwork. It takes you about 15, 20 minutes to fill that out. You just fill it out, send it back into her, and you'd be good to go. And she's going to walk you through that process to make sure you know everything you need.
Okay. All right.
Is that good?
And that's, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We'll look forward to starting out with you part-time, Anthony, and we're going to pray it turns into a great career for you, because I think it's something, if you do it correctly and run those 8 appointments a week, you're going to love what you do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hold on just a second.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
This is Tina.
Hey, Miss Tina. Hey, I've got Anthony here in Tennessee ready to go with the process.
Okay.
Thanks.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 27030376629 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this message is for Bradley Burgess. Bradley, this is Chris Cook, Symmetry Financial Group. Bradley, my office set me up with a brief interview with you this morning, giving you a quick call to get that completed. If you'd like to get back in the schedule, Bradley, feel free to call back here at my office today at 865-357-3245. If I don't answer, just leave me a quick voicemail and we'll get you rescheduled. Just need to hear from you today by 1 p.m. Thank you and have a great day. Bye. Important note, and I think you guys have heard me say this before, no shows, good, brief thing. We send them an email saying they missed their thing. If they want to get back in the schedule, give them a deadline to give you a call back. That way you don't keep it on your desk. You're not following up with them 1,200 times. If they don't call you by that deadline, throw it away. If they call you back later, it's okay. Put them back in the schedule, interview them, right? But don't think about it more than that. It's just what I would say. Good process to keep. Don't chase people would be a good piece of advice. Our opportunity is phenomenal. No reason to chase anybody, right? You know what I mean? It's too good, man. There ain't no reason to chase anybody in this business. The biggest concept that I would say, you know, Carrie, you're on here, Dustin, you're on here, and Trent, you're on here. The biggest concept, and you guys probably saw it when I put it on the thing, is be a hedgehog, right? Fill the box. And, you know, if you're really wanting to build quickly, you build it with 20 qualified STPs a week, right? Meaning everybody that you see me talking to, they've already spoke to somebody, right? They've already spoke to my recruiter, and my recruiter sent them a video of what we do. They've had to watch the video before I interview them. That's a qualified STP. And keep in mind, when I was at your stage of the business, you're like, well, I don't have a recruiter. It's okay. I was just both parts of it. I was the recruiter and I set up the appointment, but in between, they still had to watch my video. So you guys, if you want to build one quick, that's just one of my things is like that you check your boxes, think about it. You don't have to tell me. You just say, did I check my box this week? Because Trent, you want to build a big business here, 20 STPs a week. You'll find you good people, right? You know, Dustin, same with you. Carrie, same with you. You just got to be willing to do it, right? And because you know, there's no magic in it. It's just me simply doing the work is the magic. Does that make sense? And what you will see is I don't deter from doing that work. I just keep doing it. It's not special, right? Nothing I'm doing that's special. I'm very consistent in what I do, but consistency creates great results, right? It just creates great results. And that's just where my heart is, just in leaning on you guys today, because we're all reading this book, Good to Great, and it's teaching us that hedgehog principle, right? And you want to be a millionaire, find your hedgehog principle of your business and continue to do that hedgehog principle, right? It's the simple stuff. The genius is in the simplicity, right? People that overthink the business, that's where they get in trouble. They're the fox, right? Oh, well, I found this great way of recruiting. It's like, are you doing what we're doing? No, but I got this great email system that I'm sending out to people. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, dude, you're trying to be a fox. You know what I mean? You're not a hedgehog. So anyway, good stuff there, right, guys? So any quick building questions you guys have?
Watching the pro.
What'd you say, Trent?
No real question, just watching a pro.
What's the what?
Watching a pro.
Oh, watching the pro. Got you. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the kind words. You know, it's funny. I do the whole lean in like I'm going to hear it better, but I guess I'm not going to hear it better. So it's funny.
Give yourself a couple more years.
That's right. That's right. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get my hearing aids here pretty soon because I promise you I'm going blind and I'm going deaf. So, Jordan, I'm glad you're on the call because I was getting ready to call you, buddy. I'm going to unmute you. Unmute yourself.
Here I am.
Hey, girl. So I was talking to Jessica Cundiff in Memphis, Tennessee. She comes from car sales, and I was bragging about you, and I said, well, because she was like, I interviewed her earlier this morning, and just brief when she goes, well, I've decided I don't think symmetry is for me, and I just asked her a question and said, why is that the case? And she goes, well, I don't know if insurance sales is something for me, and I said, well, it may not be. I said, but why did you decide symmetry wasn't for you? And she goes, well, I don't know if I can sell insurance or something like that. And I said, well, the good part is we don't really sell insurance because people are already requesting coverage. Did you know that? Was my question to her. And she goes, no, actually I didn't. I thought you had to go out and do it. And I said, well, because I've got great examples like you, like a Jordan Gillum, and I mentioned you, and I mentioned how long you've been with the company. You've been on 4 years this November is what I told her, right? Mm-hmm. So anyway, and I said, would you like to speak to her and see what her experience is here at Symmetry and see if it might be a fit for you? And she goes, absolutely. So I've got a referral recruit for you, buddy.
That's really sweet. Thank you so much.
It's like you keep doing the right things. It's like the world owes you, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I would say it definitely attracts greatness. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's that law of attraction, you know.
Law of attraction, man.
I wouldn't say anybody owes me anything.
Right. The numbers owe you, right?
Yeah,
does that
that's
make
right.
sense?
That's definitely right.
The numbers owe you. Yeah. Nobody owes you anything. Yeah, nope. We all create our own existence. So I am texting you her number. She's expecting you to give her a call. If she doesn't answer, just leave her a voice message. And I just told her you guys could just speak quickly about your thing. If you hire her, she's your lady. Fair enough.
Okay, yeah. We'll see if she wants to move forward. I mean,
right,
you never know.
Yeah, it's a zero-sum game. It's either way is good, right?
Yes, and I also I know I have time with you tomorrow, but I just want to quickly thank you for encouraging me to change my GMR because it is changing my life. It's changed. It's changed so much for me in my brain. And, it's out now possible.
Right.
Sit with 15 families a week. It's totally possible now because, math and numbers. So I'm super jacked up on Mountain Dew about that. I'm fired up.
I love it.
Also, Chris, you got to step up your game on your movie references. You know what I mean? You made us look a little bad on Monday, not knowing.
No, dude.
I was like, jaw to the floor, like, couldn't believe
my
that.
Talladega Nights was struggling. I was struggling with my Talladega Nights. So I give you that, buddy. It was bad. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, he doesn't know the movie.
I know. It's like. And that's like one of my cult classics. So
I know. And then Val had to recall it. Like Val don't know Talladega Nights.
I know it's true.
From the West Coast.
Val ain't that cool, right? Yeah. So Val
he's pretty cool, but he ain't that cool.
Yeah, he ain't that cool. He's California cool. He's not East Coast cool. So
I'm so excited for the end of September. So excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have fun, right?
Have so much fun. I'm so fired up.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast, buddy. So it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. Me and Lauren were talking about it yesterday. It's like, dude, that's gonna be a blast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so needed. Needed.
Yeah. Hey man, it's needed for everybody, dude. So self-included. So all right, I sent you that picture. See if you got it. I'm gonna see if this other person's gonna answer.
Okay.
call. You reach Frank Files. I'm not going to take your call right now. So you must get back to you as quick as I can. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, this message is for Frank. Frank, this is Chris Cook over here at Symmetry Financial in Tennessee. Frank, my office had set me up with a brief interview with you today via phone call. Just giving you a quick call to get that completed. If you want to get back in the schedule, feel free to give me a call here at the office today before 1 p.m. Number to reach me at is 865-357-3245. If I don't answer, just leave me a quick voicemail and I'll call you back and we'll get you set back in the schedule. Thank you, Frank. Have a great day. Bye. All right, I'm gonna send a text over to Bobby. I'm smoking it this week in recruiting, folks. I've got, I think 5 contracts this week. So, boom. I'm on it this week. I'm on my game. I got another one coming up here in just a minute. It's an in-person here in my office. People are actually visiting my office now. It's awesome. Nobody's scared. I like it. I like it when people aren't scared. So, Dustin, Trent, Carrie, any questions you guys got about building while I've got a little tidbit between here and the next one? I will say this, I spoke to Casey Watkins. There's some really cool stuff coming up in the future. Company is coming down the pike over the next few months. So even what you've seen right now is pretty awesome. What's coming is going to be more awesome. So my encouragement is fill those boxes in recruiting. You know what I mean? Because the people you bring aboard, if they take advantage of what's getting ready to happen, it's going to be nothing short of phenomenal. So I just say, look at that. Yes, ma'am.
That one back in.
Oh, is it 11:30?
Yeah, he was ours.
Okay, cool. I've got it in person at 11. And then one thing too, guys, today, anything else you need, buddy?
No.
Do you have those leads or do I have those set up?
You.
Oh, I think they're in there. I'll get them in a second. But 11 o'clock today, Todd's going to be on there. I think Danny Young's going to be on there with Todd today. So definitely plug your people into it. You know what I mean? So Dustin, Trent, you guys got people on your downline right now? You do? Okay. So if you do, you know, one of my encouragements, one of my biggest things, and I've talked to Jordan about this, is one of the things I do for all my new agents about 10 minutes before. Certainly I have them on my GroupMe platform, but I don't trust that communication is always going to go through. I text them right before and just say, hey, they're on a little group text blast because everybody has their cell phone on them, right? And I text them, hey, this call's coming up. And then remember, the more people you have plugged into good things, the more people tend to light up, right? And it makes less work for you on the back end. So I would just say for you, Trent, you, Dustin, Carrie, if you've got anybody in your pipeline, not only do you plug yourself into it, but then also how many people do you have on it, right? Because that just multiplies your efforts and makes that thing, you know, you're helping more people at one time and it condenses time frame. So really, truly, and ask that of yourself. Well, I'm on here. How many people in my organization are on here? The more you can answer that number and that number gets bigger, you'll be amazed at the results you see that start to produce. So that's my tidbit for you guys. So sorry I didn't have any other live ones for you right now because this next one's going to be in office. But that concludes this one. I'll have more this afternoon. I've got another one coming up at 11:30. I may repost right after Todd's call for that one, so you guys can look out for that on GroupMe. So any questions before we get off here? Cool. I appreciate you. Carrie, go kill it. Jordan, good luck to you on that. Okay, buddy. See you guys.